My God, it smells like drug abuse in here. Oh my gosh, this poster right here, man, this place is pretty gnarly. Holy smokes, what the hell? There was some dark things going on in this house. If you were with me for the last video, there was a bit of a fiasco that took place where we actually had to call in the sheriff's department. If you haven't already seen it, after this video, go check it out because it was a pretty wild experience. We're back out here today. We're gonna be able to actually get inside the property, put together a scope of work. We'll go over numbers, what we're into this deal at, figure out if we're actually gonna make a profit on this thing. So let's go check it out. So before we head inside, I do want to just show you the exterior of the property. Last time I was here, this place had junk everywhere. We're talking broke down cars, motorcycles, busted up camper trailers. It was a complete disaster. Since then, as you can see, if you kind of look behind me here and around, we've got a trash out crew that came in and has taken everything off of the property. It's starting to look a lot better. So as you can see, we still have the house completely boarded up. What's crazy is that even since we have cleared all the junk off the property and everything has been removed, we're still getting some foot traffic here and people trying to break back in. It's just been an absolute nightmare. Devin, hey Dev, you're good to just be over there, buddy. So like I was saying, there's still been people lingering around the property and breaking back in. And in fact, one of the members of my team was actually here recently. They came around the backside of the house here and there was a ladder right here that was cascading up to the second window right here. And I don't know if you can see that, but that window got busted out right there. So we literally had to take the ladder down, reboard up this top window here. We're dealing with some crafty folks around here. I thought that getting everything off the property would solve this issue. Clearly, it hasn't. I'm sure once we get construction workers in here and actually start demoing, I'm sure the activity will stop. One thing I am noticing about the land around here and just the yard itself is how much bigger it feels now that all of the junk is gone. Last time we were here, there was a giant fifth wheel trailer parked right here. It was gutted. It was just a disgusting, nasty mess. Since we've gotten that out of here, it's completely opened up this space, which looks awesome. There's just a lot of room to put in a really nice backyard on this property. So that is a big bonus on this place, which I am excited about. Let's go inside, take a look at what we're dealing with. On the last video, I poked my head in there briefly, but it was just full of junk. Now that it's cleared out, we'll be able to see actually what we are dealing with when it comes to the renovations needed on this property. So let's go check it out. Already a lot cleaner. This had 3 feet of clothes in it last time we were in here. My God, it's a stinky one, folks. It smells like drug abuse in here is what it smells like to me, guys. Not funny, but that's the case. Oh my gosh, this poster right here is gold. Beer, helping ugly people have sex since 1862. That's probably my favorite poster I've ever seen, ever. As I'm walking through this house, like right here, we have ourselves like a little dining nook, then flows into the kitchen. I mean, first thing I'm seeing here is that like, one, we're dealing with a little bit of sloping floors here. We're gonna need to address that. So far, what I'm seeing, this kitchen, 0 chance whatsoever to salvage any of it. It's disgusting. So I don't know what they were doing in here, but it probably wasn't legal. This thing's gonna be a full gut. Just heading into the living room here. There's lights in the kitchen, as you can see, in some areas of the house, but for whatever reason, this living room, there's no overhead lighting, so it's pretty dark in here. But here's our living room. We got a big cool fireplace over here in the corner. I do actually like that. And then it looks like we have a bedroom off of the living room here. So let's go check this out. Okay, just a kind of a standard sized bedroom. Again, we got some sloping floors that we're gonna be dealing with. Nothing too major, nothing that can't be fixed. Yeah, man, I mean, this place is stinky. One thing I am noticing is the ceiling in here, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, is like an acoustic style tile almost. It's not actually sheetrock. It's like a 1x1 tile. We will need to demo this whole ceiling in here and layer in some sheetrock. That's just something we're gonna have to get rid of. I was gonna say there's no bathroom down here, but actually off of the laundry room, the door we first came in is a 3/4 bath. So that's good. I was a little concerned at first that we didn't have a bathroom on the main, but we do, so that's good. So far, we're dealing with 1 bedroom on the main and a 3/4 bath. Let's head upstairs, see what we got. My goodness. Furnace, older, gonna need to be replaced. Dude, this thing is just like, when I said there was maybe some illegal drug activity, here's how you know. I'm trying to rip the wiring out of the walls. Maybe that's why the lights downstairs don't work. So what I would assume was happening here is they were actually hoping to find some copper wire that they could turn in for some scrap metal. That happens pretty frequently in houses like this. Copper is a precious metal, you could say. People will actually strip wiring from houses to just turn in the copper wire. Doesn't look like we're dealing with that situation here, given that we still have lights on and whatnot, but that was a little suspicious there in the stairwell. So now that we're upstairs, we're gonna do a bedroom count, see what we're dealing with. Walking into the first bedroom on the 2nd floor, standard sized bedroom. We got ourselves a closet. That's good. We got ourselves a good legal bedroom. Speaking of sus, this is also sus when you have doors that have padlocks on them. I don't know who they were keeping out or who they were keeping in or what kind of trap house this is, but, or was, I should say. It's empty now, but that's a little concerning. Check out the banister. We have our banister here. Everything's looking good. Something clearly happened on this side because we have a pallet that has been leaned up against the banister to act as basically so we don't fall off here. Man, this place is pretty gnarly. So heading down the hallway to the 2nd bedroom here, or I guess 3rd bedroom, but 2nd up top. Again, we're running into more situations where they had doors being padlocked from the exterior. Again, very, very concerning. Holy smokes, what the hell? I'm not sure what's on the other side of this wall here, but there's a piece of plywood. We're gonna go investigate here. I can clearly see that there's a room on the other side of this. Let's go check this out. Okay, heading from bedroom number 2, we then have this little, this is about a 6-foot tall opening here. And it's like, what the hell was this? This is pretty bizarre. I think maybe it was a bathroom at one point, maybe. There's maybe some plumbing here. Dude, this is wild. That's the back side of that room we were just in there. Huh. I don't know, guys. This is one creepy place. Okay, my bathroom theory is broken because here's our bathroom. So we do have an upstairs bath, so that's good. Full upstairs bath with a double vanity. I like to see that. But what the heck was that other room? Like, literally just like a hobbit room. I don't know. Guys, hit me in the comments what you think this room might have been used for. It is super awkward, creepy. Honestly, I don't know if I want to know what they were doing in here. So far upstairs, we've been into 2 of the bedrooms and then this super weird, I don't know what room. There is an upstairs bath, we went into that. And then now there's actually a 3rd bedroom up here. This is actually the biggest of them all, which is great. Nice size room. We got ourselves a makeshift closet. And this is actually, earlier in the video when I was pointing out where the ladder was headed up to the house and they broke in the window, this is actually that window right here. Since then, I mean, I know that's not the greatest board up job. We had to get rid of the ladders, use what we could find on site to try to just block the window. So that's been done. Man, there was some dark things going on in this house. Everywhere I go, there's writing on the wall, but it says, liar got what she wanted, ruined her life and yours. Okay, so that wraps up the upstairs here. We've got 1, 2, 3 actual bedrooms. We've got this 4th creepy room that I don't know what was going on in there. And it's definitely not a bedroom. It was like a dungeon or a cell or something, and a bathroom. So we got 3 beds and a bathroom up. Downstairs is where all the living area is, as we kind of already walked through, and then we do have a bedroom and a bathroom down here too. So that puts us at a 4-bed, 2-bath, over 2 stories. It's a cool house, decent layout. The lot is massive. So all in all, this will be a pretty sweet property once we got this thing fixed up and fully renovated. And I know the neighbors are gonna be stoked to see this place fixed up. I was actually talking to one of the neighbors across the street, and she was telling me that this house has been like this and she's been dealing with this for like 20 years, like a crazy amount of time. She was literally almost in tears when she saw us like start cleaning up the place and telling her that we were gonna be fixing up the property and selling it to a nice family. A little bit of feel good there. Makes me feel really good that we're helping out the neighborhood and the community and getting some of the riffraff out of here. Given all the stuff we've had to deal with on this property already, I'm thinking that before we start work, we're gonna need to get a priest out here or an exorcist or something, because there's some weird things going on in this place. So here are the numbers on this deal. So we bought this place for $200,000. As you can see, we've had to deal with some crazy headaches with the previous people that were in the property and continue to break back in. But either way, we bought this thing for $200,000. After walking this thing, I think we could get this place looking really, really good for $120,000. So that's what I'm budgeting on this property, $120,000 in repairs. Running through those numbers, we bought for $200. If we put $120 in, that puts our basis at $320. And then if we can sell it on the back end for $450, fully renovated, obviously there's a nice profit to be made there. Now, we are still trying to figure out exactly what strategy we're gonna be taking here. Given the numbers I just mentioned, there is some extra meat on the bone here. So we might actually end up just selling this directly as is to another fix and flip buyer within our network, making a much smaller profit and allowing them to do the work. So we're still trying to figure out what strategy we're gonna do. Hey, are we gonna do the full go, take this thing long, or are we gonna sell it off to another fix and flip investor, just kind of take a quick profit? Either way, guys, thanks for joining me today. Glad we got to finally tour this thing after the last time we were out here was a complete fiasco, but we got it done today. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a like, throw me a comment. We'll see you on the next video. All right, see ya.